My name is Zoe. I have been having a rough time getting this content created. I am not used to sitting in front of a camera and talking about anything unless it's my Instagram or Snapchat rants circa 2016, 2017. So this is a little bit different for me. But you guys are here, and I thank you so much for supporting me. I started trading back in 2019 with IM Academy. It was expensive, but definitely fucking worth it because, like, I did not know how to trade, and without going through an academy, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, not only going through the academy, but also being in a place where I had access to some amazing traders and people that made like $100,000 in a day. Like, being able to trade side by side with them was like, it was once in a lifetime. Okay. That's a little bit of my background. I was in the military. So when I was in IM Academy and paying that monthly, I was in the military. So, doing a lot of trial and error, blowing some accounts, losing out on some money while I was learning. I was not interested in using a demo account back then. I'm glad that that's kind of the go-to now because demo is definitely great practice. I am not using a demo currently. I am only trading on demo when it comes to funded accounts and passing challenges and stuff like that. But again, this is because I am a little bit of a seasoned, I would say, like, I'm like garlic salt when it comes to seasoned traders. Garlic salt. Yeah. Not fucking chili powder, garlic salt. Garlic salt. Okay. So I decided to start making these videos and putting out some of my information because I have had a lot of people ask me to do so and to give them the sauce or whatever. But, sauce ain't free. And also the fact that this video has taken me almost an entire week to create, re-record, and all of that. This is a lot of time. And as most of you know, I am a single mother, so kind of trying to maneuver around my regular schedule and taking care of my daughter while also doing this whole thing. And this is very new and a lot more strenuous than I imagined. It has definitely been a little bit of, I'm not gonna lie, it's a challenge. And this is more challenging than recording me squat 200 pounds in a gym. But I can do this too. So I did want to start teaching because a lot of people have been asking me. I am doing the Forex basics in this video, and I will be going over everything that you need to know to get started on your personal investment journey. Okay, so trading for beginners. Yay! This is going to be my first video out of a couple. I don't know exactly how many it's going to take for me to get everything covered. I will also be making a video on how to set up a live trading account. That is going to be a little bit more in depth, and that is also going to be a little bit for the further advanced traders once you're ready to get out of demo. Okay, so Forex basics. What is Forex? Forex is short for the foreign exchange market. It is the worldwide marketplace for exchanging national currencies. It's the largest liquid asset market worldwide because it trades currencies, it trades in commerce, and anything else related to finance. So how the stock market works, you buy shares in a company, whatever, and you just hope that it does good, and then you sell it for a profit. Forex, you can trade those companies. You can trade, crypto, you can trade national currencies, you can, like I said, other stocks. So whether they do well or not, you can make money off of that, which is why it is virtually impossible for the foreign exchange market to crash. So since it is the largest liquid asset market, that what that means is Forex being the largest liquid asset marketplace, you kind of want to think about it like this. We all know that words have meanings, blah, blah, blah. Currency is related to water. Okay, so think of currency and liquid. Currency is the flow of that liquid. Okay, so with think about the currents in the ocean. Remember in Finding Nemo, the EAC, and how fucking big that shit was? That's Forex. And the stock market would be the current from your faucet to the drain. That's the difference. The next thing we want to talk about is the Forex exchange market versus the stock market. And the major difference between them is what you're actually trading. Okay, so in Forex, you can trade currencies, you can trade crypto, the list goes on and on. But as far as the stock market, you're either buying or selling shares in a company. So you can have part ownership into that company. So, obviously a lot of the times it's I'm going to put $1 or 30 cents in oil, and then when it goes up, I'll make $10 and you get a return on your investment. But as far as Forex, the volatility, the liquidity, everything, it's times 25 versus the stock market. Okay, so an example of liquidity in the difference of liquidity in the Forex versus the stock market, the leverage for your dollar, like your buying power, is 2 to 1 in the stock market and 50 to 1 in the foreign exchange market. So that means you can buy something for $1 and your profit would be $2. That's about as far as you can go. Whereas Forex, you can buy something, buy a position, or get into a position for $1 and make 50, or yeah. So it's very high leverage, and it also depends on the pair you choose as well, because depending on what currency you're trading and also on your broker will also change your leverage. So that is also very important to keep in mind. Another difference between the stock market and Forex is their hours of operation. So the stock market is open during banking hours of New York, Eastern time, so 7 to 5, pretty much. If you're trading cryptocurrency, Forex is open 24/7. Any other currency pairs, like major currency pairs, it's going to be open 24/5. Okay? And I'll get into the actual schedule a little bit later in a later slide. Another difference in the stock market versus Forex would also be the volatility. So, like I said, Forex moves on a very, very, very fast-paced time frame. They can, like I said, make moves within seconds or minutes, and you can make or lose money that quick. Okay? But the range of opportunity is much wider with Forex because of the many different currency pairs. So, after you understand the difference between Forex and the stock market, and you smartly, intelligently made the right option, right choice to trade Forex, here's what you got to do. Here are the rules every day, okay? Pay attention to the stock market, pay attention to the news, pay attention to what is going to affect the pair that you want to trade. So, if you are like me and you trade only 2 pairs or 1 pair, you want to make sure you know everything that's going to affect that 1 pair. And that's another difference between the foreign exchange market and the stock market. Whenever you are trading in the stock market, you have to pay attention to all the other stocks out there to see how it affects yours and see the difference. Like, oh, well, this one's doing way better than mine, so I'm probably going to have to get out. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Forex, you can really just pay attention to the one that you're one, okay? And then a lot of the times, some people don't even worry about the news. I will say I would have an app on my phone just in case. Because if you don't pay attention and watch the news every day, you might either miss out on some really amazing moves and miss out on some money, or you could end up getting into a trade when you're not supposed to, or think that it's going in a direction and the news can affect it, putting it in the opposite direction, and you can blow an account. We want to avoid that. So choose your currency pair, watch it, make sure that you understand the moves that it makes, and make sure that you know what moves or who else can affect your currency pair. Okay? The next step is marking up your chart. So a lot of people use TradingView, or sometimes you can have your charts marked up on your computer, and then, or your iPad or tablet, whatever you want to use, and then make the actual trade from your phone. So these pictures show that timeline of watching your currency pair, do your market analysis and mark your charts, and then view and modify your trades from your phone. Also, you can close out of your trade from your phone and make that money and be gone. So again, a lot of the times you want to do your market watching and marking up your charts on the weekends when the market is closed. That way you have your setups for the week. You can put in pending orders so you don't even have to look at anything, or you can actually do live trading like I do and be able to close out of those trades within, the first couple of hours of the market, and then the rest of the day is yours. Okay? So that is another thing that I do love about Forex, is the fact that it's actually, even during COVID, I made a lot of money, and I would trade until about 12, 1 o'clock, go to the gym, and then do whatever I wanted to do the rest of the day. Fortunately, I did not have a child at that time, so it's a little different now than it was then. I really could do whatever I wanted, but okay, so the next thing I want to cover is the history of Forex. So, knowing the history of everything, of anything that you do, is important. So, just like with working out or being a personal trainer, you have to know where you guys came from to know where you are, to know where you're going. Okay, so it's the same with literally everything. Forex history is like it goes back to the beginning of time. So when people were exchanging seasonings for clothes and stuff like that, for gold and jewels and pirate times and all that, that's how far back it goes, okay? Before there was actual paper money, before there were coins. So the barter system changed into the foreign exchange market when the gold coin was invented. So that's also why they call it the gold standard, because gold was kind of like their calculator back then. I'm sorry, not their calculator, but it was the standard back then. So if you didn't have gold to trade, then it had to be something like, okay, well, since you don't have any gold to give me to pay for this, I will take this much worth of seasonings that you have so that I can actually make some money. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it started. And then once people started printing, money and all that stuff, then it moved on to different currency pairs. Also, up until 1944, everything was backed by gold. So even in the treasury or whatever, the US dollar was backed by gold. And then it changed. And for some reason, we all know that the United States is bankrupt and all that. So that's the reason why we don't have actual gold that backs the United States dollar. And now it's taking a pretty significant plummet. Another major thing about understanding Forex history is the fact that it does repeat itself. So if you're watching a chart and the reason why we have market analysis is because those patterns will repeat themselves. We don't know exactly what pattern it's going to be in the next couple of seconds or in the next couple of hours, but we are trained in recognizing those trends. Okay, so on the back of this screen, you can see different forms that the charts will take. The dotted lines are the projection of where the pair would go. A major part in understanding Forex history is understanding where it's going to go. That's how we make our money, okay? So the reason why we know where something is going to go, or we can project where it's going to go, is because history always repeats itself. Always. It is a cycle. Just like everything is a cycle, so is the foreign exchange market. And it will repeat these same